What's up, my folks? I hope everyone is doing good. Put Toro out on the chain for a little bit around these dogs. He's excitable. He's but anyway, folks, I want to do a little video here. We're going to talk a little bit about supplements. But first, before we get on the video, I want to go over a little bit of business here. First order of the day is the guys that's got the puppies. They're getting the puppies from me. Get with me, okay? And for the guys that are always asking how to get in contact with me, it's in the description box. You go to that little thing that looks like a V on the right side on the phone. I guess, I don't know, but it'll be in the description box. You hit that and it'll say in the description. All it says is Pitbull Life and my email address right there. That's all I put in that most of the time. But anyway, folks, that's the easiest way to get in touch with me about that. The guy in Romania, I lost your contact info. Please contact me back if you're still interested in doing that. I think I'd rather use you to do the host, the website and design it and all that stuff. I'd rather you do it over there. I mean, we'll have to do a lot of back and forth on stuff, but I'll get an international calling card as well. Yeah, we're still interested. And the guys that were interested in doing the treasury work, we still need a good treasurer. I mean, I have a lot of people that are either qualified but they're too busy, or they really, I don't know if that's the qualifications. Some guys that were I had a few emails with some guys that I didn't get back with you guys. I put you in the save, and I guess I deleted it with my when I was going through stuff. But hit me back, because I wanted to talk. I believe you were in Arizona. I wanted to speak with you. I don't want to butcher your name, but yeah, get back with me. I wanted to go over a few things with you. But other than that, that's all we're waiting on, really, is to get a handle on that. I got some, everyone's talking about promotional products and stuff. I got a good friend of mine that we can order all that from as well. Unless the price will always be right with him. Hats and stuff. It'll be something simple like that. That's all it'll be. Just, it isn't about our promotional products. You know what I mean? But we'll get it going. That's what we're waiting on. We got to have qualified people. The treasurer and the secretary is real important too. So I mean, that was real important people. We got the secretary filled, and I think he's going to be great about it. I mean, we're going over a few things with logos. I know some of you guys do graphic designs, anything. If y'all want to shoot me any ideas, I'll appreciate it. That's how we'll make it work. Just everyone kind of pitching in together. Even, if we use your design, we'll give you props and thanks, and maybe you'll get some more work out of it. But anyhow, yes, he's available. I'm chain breaking him now. He hasn't been on the chain much. He's been a kennel raised dog. He's a young dog. I mean, I've walked him around, put him on the chain a little bit, but he's starting to actually get chain broke. But yep, he's for sale as well. If anyone's interested in him, I want to know his breeding. I'll show you his breeding. As if you're interested in him, you can get in touch with me through my email, or you guys got my number, just call me. But he's about 8. I guess he's around that 8-month-old age. Good looking dog. Going to be a great looking dog. Just kind of getting. I put him right out here where the other ones will bark at him and let him get used to him and bounce him around the yard, get him used to everybody. But yeah, he's gonna be a nice dog. He's kind of like that reddish tint to him. He's not really black. He's almost like a chocolate, like a deep chocolate look in him. But it's kind of wild. But good dog, acts good, real friendly, loves people. He's not. I mean, he's thinking he wants to be a kind of he ain't figured out what he wants to do yet. He's in that puppy stage. He wants to play with dogs and stuff, and I still let him play with his sister. Him and Tinker still play together good. So he'll get rough with her. I have to stop because he's so much bigger. He just starts slinging her around. You know what I mean? But and I want to keep him like that until he got to get his interest and his confidence up. That's what I'm saying, guys. Well, just because you buy a young dog, he's still a puppy. You see what I mean? And when he gets into a different environment, it's going to be all new to him again. Everything's new. But he's a bold little dog anyhow. He's always been a bold little dog. So I'm not too worried about him. I think he'd go make somebody a good dog. Some of my dogs I won't sell because they've only known me. He's still young enough I can sell. You know what I'm saying? So if you're interested in him, make an offer. That's another one that I can lighten up my load with. I got ability to make them again, and I got the damn sister to him, so I guess I can let him go as much as I hate to, but it'll make it lighter on my old lady. But you know, and there's a few other things I wanted to talk about. We're gonna get into some more serious discussion on this. I've been trying to get Wi-Fi this week too, or internet service, and I'll have all that. Hopefully, they said it was going to be here last month, but they said the service is not really that good yet. So before I go paying a bunch of shit that ain't no better than my cell phone, you know what I'm saying? But but when I get in there, I'm gonna go and start an account with Fanbase. So you guys keep it. I'll let you know when I go on there, and we can go to a whole lot more stuff on Fanbase. It's a different kind of platform. We can get a little more deeper into things. But as far as supplements, I've had a lot of emails about supplements and what this and that, and sending me pictures and all. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, a lot of those supplements are gimmicks. Yes, they might make your dog build muscle and all that stuff and look good and all, but as far as like a peak performing animal, it needs certain things. You know what I mean? Like your vitamins and minerals and all that stuff. You want to look in your supplements and make sure it has, like, it's got to have iron. You want zinc. You want cobalt, and you want copper. If it doesn't have cobalt and copper, really, you're not going to be able to get to that very fine peak level. The dog needs that to get his blood right, his sugars right, all that kind of stuff. It's real important for him. And a lot of these supplements don't have those products in them. And then another thing is you want to make sure you're not overloading them. You know what I mean? If your product does have that in them, don't give them another iron supplement as well. You know what I mean? And, you know, because too much of certain things are bad for them. And like supplements, like the vitamins and stuff, I like to just give I'm going to be honest, I just like to give a blood builder that has those products in it, that has, you know, cobalt and copper and iron and zinc to the proper amounts, you know, usually like 25-pound increment scoop or 10-pound, whatever it is. And and more is not best. Now, don't get them and get on your dogs and think, well, if one scoop's good, two must be better. No, it's not, especially with minerals and stuff. It'll toxify the dog's blood, okay? And that's what I mean about make sure their blood's right, not just their bloodline, their actual blood. What's up, girl? You chilling out? She's such a good dog. But yeah, that's what I mean by that. You know, and you want to make sure they have those supplements in them. And if they don't have those in them, you need to get something really that does, to get them to a peak performance. You know what I mean? They might look good on these other builders and shit, but a lot of that's just a gimmick. It's just some, you know, and like your vitamins, like a multivitamin, you get them a half a multivitamin shit, but a lot of vitamins don't have like vitamin C and shit in it. You want to make sure you got like a probiotic C, something they can absorb good, and give them the proper amount. Don't overdo them on the C. Don't overdo them on none of it, okay? Too much is not good. That's why really multivitamins, like when I say if you're going to use them, just like a half of one every other day, because it's a lot of percentage in them for them, and you don't really know what you're getting in them. It's best if you can get the damn individual. It's hard to get them now, but if you can get individual items, that way you know what your dog's working with, because that's the key. If you're messing with your dog and he's doing good, and then you add this supplement and he starts falling out and overheat and all, a lot of it is maybe just one particular thing in that supplement not agreeing with him. A lot of them supplements got all kinds of shit in them, like stimulant type things, and a lot of that stuff you don't need for your dog. You know, not just for his actual workout. You don't need too much of that, you know, like ginkgobas and these certain roots and herbs and shit, you know what I mean? A lot of that shit, people don't even know how the dog really takes it, you know? So just be careful with some of that shit, but, you know, but that's the main thing. If it doesn't have those main ingredients, you know, like the main thing that the dogs really need that they don't get from much stuff anymore is the cobalt and the copper. And, you know, you want to make sure it has those products in it, and if it does, you're going to make sure you have the right amount, okay? Make sure it's not too much, especially with your iron, okay? You get too much iron in a dog, it's not good either. You know, especially like if you got liver, and liver is part of your feeding program, think about that as well. Think about how much iron a dog gets from the liver, you know, before you go adding an iron supplement. We'll get into more of this details and all these things, like I say, when I get switched over. But I've seen a lot of guys getting on supplements. I want to remind you guys of that. And basically, if it doesn't have cobalt, copper, and it is probably just a gimmick anyway, because it's really hard to get, for their peak levels, you know, their glucose levels and all in their blood, you know. And we'll talk about other things too, as far as like carbohydrates. I've seen people with carbohydrates, dogs can't store. It's not about storing them. I get into that too. It's about you got to understand the fats in the blood and all that shit. But just be careful with your supplements, guys. A lot of people think supplements are just the golden answer, and they're really not. You can get a long ways on good feed, and proper nutrition. And you know, I do use supplements, and I'll get in that. I use a lot of them, but I use them accordingly and use them for how you should use them, you know. But anyway, folks, y'all take care. Y'all keep on bulldogging. Y'all stay safe. Oh yeah, and I wanted to say this to a comment of Yellow, about a comment that was long ago about that damn Mississippi show, and somebody had a Confederate flag or a rebel flag in their logo, and it stirred up a bunch of shit. And I made a statement to you, Yellow. I wasn't saying I was gonna have someone whip your ass. I would never do that, man. I would never have there's only 3 things in this world that someone can do to me, make me have someone fucked up. 3, that's it. You know, and we might not agree on anything, but man, if you were cold, I'd give you a jacket. You know what I mean? That kind of shit. It ain't like that. Don't ever think like that. What I was saying is, I know how the people are down here, okay? You go to a place and you start stirring up shit, it's going to be somebody's going to say, hey, man, it ain't like that. We just here trying to have a good time, chill out. And you're going to keep on. And he's going to tell you, man, chill out. And about the 3rd time, it's going to fucking feel like your eardrum blowed up. And you're going to see a bright light. And your ass is going to be sitting down. And when you get up, it's probably going to be about a middle-aged black man that done busted your ass because he's trying to have a good time. And you trying to fuck it up with some bullshit. I've been around too many dog men my whole life. And I know how it is. I know how it is. I've done seen it too many times. They'll bust that ass and go right to the beer truck laughing. They want to have some Bulldogs beer and fun, man. You know, it ain't about none of that bullshit, you know. And it's y'all, you worrying about a flag, you should have been worrying about another flag that they fly all the time, man, not that one. You know, I mean, look what the society has turned into. That shit ain't nothing but a thing, you know. But yeah, don't ever think like that. And I mean, I'm just being honest about it. It ain't not a racial thing or nothing about it. I just know how it is. Them older black dog men ain't gonna take that shit. You trying to fuck up the fun. I've seen them pop the fuck out of people too many times after they tell them to shut up 2 or 3 times. It's over. You're getting your ass knocked out. I'm just telling you how it is. But y'all take care and y'all keep on bulldogging, and don't think like that, Yellow, man. It's all good. We brothers in Christ, remember? Y'all take care and keep on bulldogging.